Hi. Hey. Thanks for coming by. My name's John McNichol. I'm really glad you're here. Today I'm going to be talking to you about a really amazing opportunity you have to be part of a fantastic Catholic fiction series called the Young Chesterton Chronicles. Stay tuned. You're going to hear all about it. You're going to have a great time. Well, the Young Chesterton Chronicles are a series of novels I wrote in which the main character is a teenage version of G.K. Chesterton. Now, they are historical fiction. You're going to find some very different things along Gilbert's timeline, and that's intentional. Some folks call the genre alternate history. Some folks call it steampunk. Whatever you call it, it's designed to be an enjoyable read and to introduce people to a great Catholic author named G.K. Chesterton. In this world that I wrote and created, Chesterton is 16 years old, and he was still quite skinny at that point in his life, but he's also joined by other characters, both real and imagined. He is joined by a teenage version of his real-life good friend, H.G. Wells, no friend of the Catholic Church, but a good friend of Chesterton at one point, along with a fictional individual named Father Brown, a character in many of Chesterton's pieces. Well, Gilbert lives in a world where the computer revolution came a century early. And so a lot of the things that we associate with electronics are actually run by steam. Everything from computers to the internet to rocket ships on Mars are primarily steam powered. And that leaves a lot of room for creativity and a lot of adventure. And I had a great time writing it. Well, G.K. Chesterton, the real-life G.K. Chesterton, was an author. He didn't start out Catholic, but he did eventually come to the faith. He penned about, I think, 100 novels, give or take, and over 1,000 articles and poems in his literary career. And he was a huge fellow. But when he was a younger man, he was quite slender, and about, 6'5" or so. So quite the individual. Well, I wrote the Young Chesterton Chronicles for a couple of reasons. First, as my boys were getting older, my wife and I have 7 children. It is 7, isn't it? Oh, what time is it? Yeah, as our boys were getting older, I looked around for things for them to read, and I realized there really wasn't a whole lot out there that both reinforced Catholic values and was fun to read for a young man. In addition to that, quite frankly, a lot of the books that were out there, they had the same pattern repeating over and over again. Secularists were the good, kind, and wonderful, noble people, and religious people were evil, bad, nasty, and bigoted. And quite frankly, and this might make some people upset, but in my personal experience, the exact opposite has been true. So I wanted to write a series. I wanted to see a series out there that not only was fun to read for a young man, that not only would reinforce Catholic values, but would also display the world as I had seen it, where those who follow and really try to put into practice the Catholic faith are the good guys. Well, publishing is an expensive venture, no matter who you talk to. And the third novel in the Gilbert series, the first 2 were The Tripod's Attack, and then came The Emperor of North America, and now the third book, Where the Red Sands Fly, is on the verge of publication. But, as we said, publishing is an expensive venture. Anything that can help expenses be paid will get that book on the shelves quicker. But again, it's an expensive proposition. So this is to help defray expenses so that we can put the last volume of the Young Chesterton Chronicles, Where the Red Sands Fly, on the shelves quicker. Because it's been a while. The last one came out in 2011, and now it's 2020. So we want to see that happen. We want to draw Gilbert's adventures to a close and give the faithful readers what they've wanted for a long time. And the truth is, we wanted to see this book come out a good 6 years ago, but life happens. My family had a lot of setbacks. My wife had a catastrophic stroke, a whole bunch of other things, but God was good. We've managed to come through a lot of that. And now I am with my brand spanking new publisher, Hillside. Actually, they published a few of my things before this, but they are new to the Young Chesterton Chronicles, and we're really, really excited.
I read Tripod's Attack about 8 times in middle school, cover to cover, and it instilled a lifelong appreciation for Chesterton then, and also now, and I couldn't be more excited to finally reach the end of the journey I started all those years ago. Thank you so much, sir.
The Young Chesterton Chronicles by John McNichol are some of the best books you'll ever read. They're fun, they're exciting, they're filled with intrigue and mystery and action. I really love them, even though they're super weird.
Yeah, they're really fun and funny and exciting, and they're some of the best books I've ever read.
They're so weird and so fun, and I just was wondering where the third book is.
Yeah. If you know what's good for you, you're going to buy these books.
Archibald is my brother.